AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Go check them out. Their showroom is absolutely beautiful. American-made furniture. Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big red rocking chair on Elm off Adams in LeGrand. Let's talk about EOU volleyball first. On Friday night, they had a little scare against College of Idaho. They dropped the first 2 sets in the semis against College of Idaho. And I kind of had this feeling like in the 3rd set, the momentum like kind of shifted. And you're like, oh, they're probably going to win all 3 of these. So first time EOU has been down 2-0 all year. Wow. Their one loss against Northwest, it went back and forth. So they hadn't been down 2 sets at all. And they showed the grit and heart of a champion and came all the way back, turned around, came back on Saturday and beat number 7 Corbin 3-1 in the tournament final to win their 2nd consecutive double is what I like to call it, because they won the regular season and the tournament, which is huge. They had the selection show yesterday at noon. EOU will have a home game for the first round of the tournament, and that'll be on Saturday the 18th, this Saturday, 1 p.m., Quinn, and they're going to be taking on Xavier, University of Louisiana. Want to know a fun fact about Xavier, and I found this out yesterday when I did a little research on them. They are the only HBCU NAIA school.
What's an HBCU?
Historically black college.
Oh, okay.
They're the only one in the NAIA. And they're also, a lot of their money comes from Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She's
really?
Like in 2020 or 21 or something like that, she donated a huge amount of money to this school.
Huh.
Yeah, so I did a little research on Xavier because I was trying to figure out where it was first. And then there's a lot of different Xaviers. Oh, and the other thing is it's the only HBCU that's Catholic in the country. It's the only Catholic HBCU in the country.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
And where is it at?
It is in Louisiana.
Okay.
So EOU football, they had a tough game on Saturday. They lost to Montana Western. That drops their record for the season to 2-8. 2 consecutive years at 2-8. I don't know. I thought we had all the pieces in place, and at times there it looked like we did. I mean, we battled with 2 top 10 teams and could have won both of those games, and it's just another 2-8 year. And I'll have Camp on, but I'll probably give it a week or so to breathe, and then we'll talk about the off season and what his plans are moving forward. EOU women's basketball won both of their games this weekend. Bev Slater had 39 points and 21 rebounds over the 2 games. It was a tournament. She was named the tournament MVP, and she was also named CCC Women's Player of the Week for this week. And then the men, they were over in Lewiston and Caldwell, and they played ACU, the 3rd-ranked team in the country, Arizona Christian. They had a 5-point lead with like a minute left. They blew the lead. ACU came back and tied it, and then EOU ended up losing in overtime. Senior transfer Garrett Hawks had 38 points in that game, and he was named the CCC Men's Basketball Player of the Week. Guess what today is for them, DC? Gonzaga.
Oh, wow.
Paycheck. Yeah. They're getting paid today, EOU basketball. They're going to get beat by about 50, but they're getting paid for it. That's for sure.
Wow.
So, yeah, they left yesterday to Spokane. They play Gonzaga tonight at 6. I'm sure you can find it on TV somewhere. And then they open at home this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Friday night game at 7 against Carroll. It's the home opener for the men. And this team's fun to watch. It's a completely different team. No Philip Malater. So we have a couple new guys and some fresh faces. They're exciting. They're athletic. It should be a good year for them. EOU men's wrestling had 3 place winners at the Grandview Open and 4 at the Mike Clock, while the women's team had 6 place winners at the Mike Clock Open, including Liv Weber, who took 3rd place and brought home CCC Women's Wrestler of the Week. So we had 3 athletes this last week that were athletes of the week in the CCC. That's a pretty good week for EOU. I sat down with LHS Junior. She's the state champion in cross country girls, And that's going to come out either today or tomorrow, but here's a little piece of it. So for you, this cross country season, you came into it, you said ranked number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You guys finished with the podium full of LeGrand girls. What was that feeling like? I mean, you got teammate here, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it felt good. I mean, I always like knowing that my teammates are behind me or like just around me in a race. Like it just makes me feel really secure in my spot. Like I feel like if I start slowing down or like if I just like I don't know, if I start getting a side ache or like couldn't keep going or something, they're always going to be like next to me, kind of like encouraging me to keep going.
Yeah.
And I want to keep going because I know I can stick with them. And
so that's either going to come out today or tomorrow. I still have a whole bunch of senior athlete interviews to get out. I'm behind on them, but it's just for the simple fact that, you know, when the season changes from one to another, I have to do preview shows and get ready. And so they're kind of on the back burner, but they'll come out slowly over the next month or so. And we'll get all of the seniors at LeGrand taken care of. Morning Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Go check them out. They want to make you comfortable in your own home.